Parents at Estrella Foothills High School in Goodyear, Arizona, blocked a Transgender Awareness Week to promote gender theory in the school community. The school's Coexist Club encouraged activities like wearing name tags with students' pronouns and wearing rainbow colors to celebrate the LGBT movement. They also asked on Instagram for students to donate to far-left group, the National Center for Transgender Equality. According to documents gathered from a public records request, parents and students were able to successfully stop the Spirit Week after the first day. Greg?
All right, joining me now is a veteran of entertainment television who pulled away from the bright lights of Hollywood to speak out on everything from parental rights to her faith in Christ. She's an author, television host, and speaker. I'm pleased to welcome Cynthia Garrett to Victory News. Cynthia, so honored to have you here. We just shared that story of Arizona parents shutting down Transgender Week at their kids' high school. Yeah. How prevalent is this across the country?
Wow. Well, it's great to be with you, Greg, and with you, Tim. And I have to tell you, it's very prevalent. I mean, California, every week I have someone in California saying, hey, Cyn, I love all people, but my kid's in the third grade. My kid's in the fifth grade. You know, it's a classic case of answering questions that kids aren't asking, you know, and when you start answering questions that children aren't answering, it's wise for the rest of us to go, okay, what's the agenda here? What are you really trying to teach my child that my child is not curious about and isn't talking to me at home? I think that's one issue. And I had a child psychologist in New York City tell me one year, as your son grows up, you answer questions as he asks them, because then he's developmentally ready to receive the answers. That's it. No more, no less. So there's a problem there. There's the ignorance on the part of people with this agenda. They've gone so far to the extreme that they think that everyone else is hateful who just says, whoa, wait a minute, not my kid. He's not ready. She's not ready. And it's also, number two, it's a very evil agenda, I think, to strip parents of the God-given authority that we are supposed to have over our children. And this is something that kind of wakes up a mama bear in me. And it's been sort of the thing in me and the spirit in me that I've tried to give to other parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles who see this situation, who love someone who's young. You've got to actually get really protective right now, because we have a government, unfortunately, that's operating from ignorance, from agenda, and from the wrong motives.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was great advice for parents. Listen to your children. They'll tell you when they're ready to talk about things. Progressives and the socialist progressives, they keep telling us that critical race theory is not being taught in schools, and we've proven it time after time that it is. It is being taught. What is this whole thing with critical race theory? Because it's not teaching equality. No, it's not. You and I both know, Greg, because look, I love this broadcast because you look at things in a spirit of faith. In a spirit of faith, let's be real. For lack of vision, people perish. So with children, all you really have to do is cast a better vision for a better tomorrow. And we have plenty of positive progression forward that we should be drawing from that says, hey, America may have a past where we had to deal with some difficult issues, but we overcame those issues. We've become a better people. Why are we having this particular onslaught of this issue now, post-Obama? We just had a Black president for 8 years. That's right. What
is this step backwards that we're trying to make? And I'll tell you what it is. It's called cast a negative vision. It's a vision of unity, of disunity. It's a vision of division. It's a vision of hatred. And to me, CRT is just as racist as the racist past that it wants to inspire our children to live from.
It's absolutely true. It's like keeping Jesus on the cross. I mean, that day is over. Right. He's risen. And the good news came after that day. If people want to do something in their community, Cynthia, how do they do it? How can your ministry help? What are the first steps we could take?
Well, the first things that I've been doing for the last couple of years, Greg, is actually saying to parents who feel like, you feel like you're a little pebble, you can't do anything, but you can. First, you have to remember that these are our children. The government has no place in parenting our children. It's our responsibility. Secondly, show up at school board meetings. Show up and get involved and bring your camera and videotape what's going on and get those videos out and viral, because that's really what's been happening. It made the difference in Virginia because soccer moms woke up and revolted.
Absolutely true. And it changed an election there. Cynthia Garrett Ministries is the name of it, cynthiagarrett.org. Thank you so much for being with us today. I encourage you to check her out. God bless you.